Good afternoon, everybody. And welcome to the third annual Danny Awards, sponsored by Renee Plessner. My name is Carla Sullivan. I am the Marketing and Disability Awareness Director at Daniels Music Foundation, and I will also be your MC for the night. Tonight, today, this afternoon, is a culmination of the hard work and perseverance of the talented musicians who had the courage to submit video performances for consideration. 11 vocalists, songwriters, instrumentalists, and performers from across the country and around the globe will be sharing their stories, their passion, and their gifts through the universal language of music. Throughout the show, you will have the opportunity to meet some of the Danny Awards judges. They are musicians and music industry professionals who have generously donated their time and talents to help shape the musicians of the future. To commemorate their achievement, every honoree will receive an official Danny Award. We will be presenting them backstage for the comfort and safety of all. I promise you this: tonight your heart will sing and your soul will smile, and your understanding of what music without limits really means will be changed forever. So let's get started. Are we ready? Let's do it. All right. Our first award recipient is a jazz quintet from right here in New York City. Special Audiences and Musicians, Inc., SAM, is a nonprofit organization dedicated to providing professional performance opportunities to 3 underrepresented groups of musicians: musicians with disabilities, senior musicians, and female jazz musicians. They have performed at venues throughout the city, but today, we are the lucky ones. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome SAM. Now that is how you kick off a show. Congratulations to all of you and welcome to the Danny Awards community. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome founder of Special Audience and Musicians, Inc., Jeffrey Nussbaum.
Hello, my name is Jeff Nussbaum and I'm the Director of Special Audiences and Musicians. We're a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting 3 groups of musicians who have been traditionally underrepresented in the jazz community, primarily musicians with disabilities, and also senior musicians and women who are still underrepresented in jazz. Winning any award is cause for celebration, but receiving the Danny Award is particularly special since the Daniels Music Foundation and Special Audience and Musicians have very similar goals and interests. And I would thank the Daniels Music Foundation and the Trush family for this honor. In the past, voices of people with disabilities have often been overlooked. The activities of SAM and DMF have shown how those old and misguided views are wrong. And the voices and artistic expressions of the other have an important place in our world and can, in fact, lead us to a more positive direction. Lastly, I'd like to thank the members of the Special Audience and Musicians Quintet, drummer David Siegel, guitarist Noah Soha, violinist Mimi Block, bassist Tony Ventura, and last but not least, my son, pianist and composer of the tune you just heard, Weekly Evening Park, Sam Baum. As many of you know, being the parent of a child with special needs brings great concerns and fears. However, Sam's involvement in music has been very encouraging and reinforces the sentiment that I previously expressed, that all of our voices are worthy of attention. It's an honor to be recognized by the Daniels Music Foundation, which also has done so much to bring those voices into the world. Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations once again. Please join me in welcoming our next presenter to the stage, co-founder of Daniels Music and Daniels' brother, Michael Trush.
My family first met Bill Walton at the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame in 2019, and we were immediately drawn to his enthusiastic compassion and positive spirit. We've been fortunate to have kept in touch with him ever since. People may know him as an amazing basketball player, winner of 2 NCAA national championships, 3 consecutive National College Player of the Year awards. He won 2 NBA championships, was the NBA's most valuable player in 1978, and was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1993. But what you may not know is that his lifetime passion and love of music. Bill plays the piano, drums, and percussion, and also sings and dances. Additionally, he has attended over 1,000 Grateful Dead concerts and has attended multiple thousands of other concerts in his lifetime. Bill truly loves and connects with music, and we couldn't be more appreciative of this beautiful recording that he made. Please enjoy.
Yeah, all right, here we go. The Dannies are here, and so are we. Daniels Music Foundation, yeah. Where dreams become reality, where we come to grow, and where the deal goes down. I love music of all kinds. I love making music. I love consuming music. I love immersing my whole everything right into it. I'm so fortunate to know Daniel Trush. He's one of my heroes in so many ways. What an awesome dude and family, all working together to make the world a better place. What more could you ask for? I live the power and value of music every day in every way. I live the healing power of music. I live the ability of music to build and create special communities. I live for music and the knowledge and confidence that it gives me. It's even more special for me when I know the creators of the music and I know Daniel. What a story. What a spiritual force of nature. There's a song in there somewhere. It's a humbling honor and privilege to be a small part of the Dannies and to be a proud member of Daniel's extended, loyal, and grateful family. The Dannies and Daniel's Foundation represent the best of humanity and of the wonders of the Trush family spirit. Daniel, as Saturday night is here, and with your foundation's wonderful purpose and mission, it's so fitting and appropriate that you're about to push the clouds away, let the music have its way, and then you'll steal our hearts away. Thanks, Daniel, for your leadership, your character, values, and integrity, your credibility, your passion, kindness, creative genius, your resiliency, your perseverance, and my life. We love you, Daniel. We miss you. We admire, respect, and appreciate you. So, with eternal gratitude, I thank you. With boundless love, I salute you. Shine on, Daniel. Play on. Carry on. We are alive. We have a chance. Let's make the most of it. Here we go. We're the luckiest people on earth. Have a great show.
Good afternoon and hello, everyone.
I think this next line is not necessary, but for those of you who don't know us, we're the co-founders of Daniel's Music and the Danny Awards,
I'm Daniel.
and I'm Ken.
Wow, Dad, I can't believe how many people are here today. I want to thank,
Go ahead.
the Dannies are really growing, and I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us today.
You know, Daniel, between here and online, there are about 1,000 people joining us.
Wow.
Are you nervous? Maybe have a little butterflies?
A little bit, but when you're nervous, it means you really care.
That's natural for sure. It's a basic human response.
Okay, let's do this. Before we get to our next amazing performance, I wanted to thank you, Bill, for your beautiful and encouraging words. They really mean the world to me. I know you could not be here in person, but I know your amazing spirit is present today. I hope to see you again real soon.
I second that, Dee. You know, I've learned a number of things from Bill over the last few years, but what sticks in my mind is how he's faced and overcome adversity. He's had 39 orthopedic surgeries during his lifetime, and how he always bounces back and seeks excellence in everything he does. Like you.
Thank you. I just try my hardest every day, and I know I'll never be disappointed. I live by my mantra, mile by mile, it's a trial, yard by yard, man, it's hard, inch by inch, it's a cinch.
Good words to live by, and that is exactly what our honorees do every day as well. I admire each of them for their perseverance, determination, and the ability to overcome the odds, and especially for their outstanding musical talent and their ability to freely express themselves. Speaking of overcoming adversity, we are honored to introduce you to a brilliant and talented musician from the UK who has overcome adversity since birth, when he was born with no lower arms and a twisted right leg, which was subsequently amputated. But that has never stopped him. And while we were recently speaking with him, a couple of things really made an impact on us. He stated, "It's devaluing when people call us inspirational for just doing the day-to-day things. Think about what a disabled person has actually inspired you to do before using that term. Please take our music seriously from a musical point of view, and not a disabled person having a go at it."
And for us, our dream is that one day our honorees will be viewed not as disabled musicians, but just as musicians.
And now, we'd like to introduce you to the extraordinarily talented musician and two-time Danny Award honoree, Cornell Riska Munn. Amazing performance, Cornell. That was inspiring for all the right reasons. Let's hear it for Cornell. Amazing musician.
Well, I hope this doesn't fall flat, but I've always wanted to do this. Good evening, New York! Awesome, that's good, thanks. Honestly, it is awesome to be here. I mean, I was privileged to be an honoree in 2020. COVID got in the way of coming over here, but that was a shame. Had to enter again, and when I found out I'd won, nothing could keep me from these awards. Absolutely nothing, no way. I mean, what does winning a Danny Award mean to me? First of all, it's the people behind the organization, Daniels Music Foundation. Aren't they awesome? I work in accessibility. I do it for financial tech. And yeah, that's fun. You know, it's good. It makes a difference. But this is the real stuff, isn't it? It's really cool having a real platform for disabled musicians to show their talent. And as much as I really love performing, it's my favorite thing to do. I'm as much an avid spectator here with all the amazing disabled musicians we have on display this evening who's doing that. I've traveled on my own here from the UK, and as soon as I got here, I met a real amazing community of people, and I think that's been the best part of these awards for me so far, is just meeting these awesome honorees, the people behind Daniels Music Foundation, and everyone associated with it. I think we all have the same vision. We want to amplify disabled voices. We want to show the world that disabled people can do things equally and better than non-disabled people sometimes, right? Yeah, you can't do that many triplets on a drum kit without being a little bit out of breath afterwards. So I'm going to, first thing Monday morning, I'm going to get back fit again. But yeah, last thing, thank you so much for having me. Thank you to Daniels Music Foundation for the Danny Awards. Long may this continue, and long may we keep amplifying disabled voices and keep showing incredible disabled talent, because it's just talent at the end of the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cornell. And again, congratulations. As you can tell, there is a common theme today centered around overcoming adversity and the pursuit of excellence. If there was a book written about this topic, our lead sponsor would be highlighted in it. Rene Plessner and his family were Holocaust survivors and were without a home for 2 years as they fled the Nazis. They came to America in 1942 with nothing in their pockets but had a dream. Striving for excellence and overcoming adversity were their core principles. And those principles turned Rene into a successful businessman and gave him the opportunity to invest wisely. He has a generous heart and sees the potential in the underdog. Where some people see misfortune, Rene sees potential and promise. He has helped our family grow Daniels music over the years and is always looking to help those that have the odds stacked against them. I am honored to know Rene for over 40 years, and I'm grateful for his generosity, intelligence, humor, wit, attention to detail, and for seeing the potential in the Dannies 3 years ago when it was just a concept. He has a heart of gold, and I'm proud to call him my friend. Daniel?
Thank you, Rene, for believing in me and for recognizing what I can do rather than what I cannot do. I still face challenges in my life, and some things are still difficult for me, but I have a lot to offer the world. Rene always makes me feel wanted, understood, and respected. He doesn't even mind when I repeat things, and always encourages me to express myself, whether it's dancing to YMCA at a Yankees game, singing a new song, or coming up with a corny joke, like nobody beats the Riz for Yankees first baseman Anthony Rizzo. You are a true friend, and I sincerely appreciate all that you do for me, for Daniels Music and the Danny Awards. I look forward to many more laughs and good times together. Thank you, Rene.
Thank you. Okay. Renee, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for your extraordinary kindness, generosity, and compassion. Our hearts have been touched by your readiness to fill the gap wherever and whenever needed. Someone once said that whatever we possess becomes of double value when we share it with others. Well, looking at the difference your support has made to our organization, we certainly know that to be true. We cherish your friendship, Renee. You always have a way of bringing laughter, joy, and happiness to our lives whenever you are around. We are forever thankful, always grateful, and abundantly blessed for you. We love you, Renee. Thank you.
Renee Plessner, with heartfelt appreciation, we are humbled by your extraordinary kindness and generosity in helping change the lives of individuals with disabilities. We are forever grateful. We are proud to call you our friend. With much love, the Trush family and the DMF community. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you very much for all those kind words, and I'm adding a couple of words to the beginning of my speech. I'd like to thank my mother, my father, my sister, Lillian, who's right here. And hello, everybody, and thank you for being here for the 3rd Annual Danny Awards. My favorite all-time concert, and I've seen Elton John and Bruce Springsteen. While Danny and Jerry will be performing shortly, I'd like to take the lyrics from their original song, 50 Million Reasons, for my opening remarks, because to me they signify the meaning of Daniel's Music Foundation. Quote, remove the dis from disability and open up a world of possibility to those who only want to be understood. Share a laugh, share a song, I want to feel like I belong. Listen to me because I've got something to say. If you share your talent or your time, try to keep an open mind, because I didn't choose to be this way. I'll give you 50 million reasons why we should open up our hearts and our minds to a community with so many hopes and dreams. If understanding and compassion suddenly become the latest fashion, how beautiful all the world would be. Danny and I have had many conversations over the years, and he often responds with the word true, and I can't think of more truer words than these. I could give you 50 million reasons why Danny is the best human being I've ever met.
Thank you, Renee.
But it might give him an ego, and those with little or none are best remaining pure. Booker T. Washington once said, if you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. And for the over 700 people here and countless watching at home, the Trush family and the team with which they are surrounded are putting on a show that you will never forget. Tonight we celebrate not only the honorees' musical gifts, which surely be incredible, but also their perseverance, determination, and all that they have accomplished. I'd like to quote from the Yankee superstar Aaron Judge. The Trush family, my associate Vuk Vesich, and I go to a lot of Yankee games, and of course our favorite player is Aaron Judge. Mr. Judge has said, quote, "If the barrel meets the ball, I know good things are going to happen," unquote. This is true of all effort in life. Let me tell you a story about effort. In a book written by Andrew Burian, a Holocaust survivor, he writes of his great-grandfather, Moishe. As a young man, Moishe worked as a bookkeeper, and as part of his job, he was to go into the woods to calculate the number of stumps and trunks that had fallen in the winter. During the cold season, the snow covered the branches, and the foresters would come and lop off the unnecessary branches so that the good branches could grow. All those dead branches rotted and were carried away. But one day, Moishe looked at these branches and realized there was a hidden treasure. He realized the overlooked wood could be converted into walking sticks or canes, beautiful canes with curved handles or with ivory or leather. And from these branches, he built the largest cane company in America. And similar to the overlooked branches in the story came a small music foundation in New York City, started by a young man who had a traumatic brain injury at the age of 12 and who loved music. So as they say on the giant scoreboard at Yankee Stadium, when Aaron Judge comes to the plate, all rise. You are about to see the barrel meet the ball. Thank you all, and enjoy the show. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Oh, okay. Yeah. All the things that I can do might be invisible to you, even if you're looking right at me. It's kinda strange, it's complicated, but sometimes I feel so frustrated if someone doesn't see the things that I could be. When my point of view is ignored, my heart and mind go unexplored, and I feel like a small boat lost at sea. I have gifts you don't know about, which aren't too hard to figure out if you would spend a little time with me. I'll give you 50 million reasons why we should open our hearts and our minds to a community with so many hopes and dreams. So many hopes and dreams. If understanding and compassion suddenly became the latest fashion, how beautiful all the world would be. hearts and minds to a community with so many hopes and dreams. So many hopes and dreams. If understanding and compassion suddenly became the latest fashion, how beautiful all the world would be. Thank you all so much. You've been a great audience.
Nice job.
Thank you so much.
Well, that was fun. I saw you singing. I know everyone at home was singing too. Thank you, Daniel and Jerry, and thank you, Renee, for your generosity. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome singer, model, producer, actor, and Danny Awards judge, Allison Cambridge.
Good afternoon, everybody. I was immediately mesmerized by our next honoree and her performance, which you will soon see. The raw emotion she exudes and is able to convey without saying or singing a word, but rather signing them, is something I had never witnessed before and immediately knew she and her gift were more than worthy of a Danny Award. Erin is a deaf actress. Growing up, she never saw anyone like herself in books, movies, theater, television. She always felt like music wasn't for her, since she couldn't understand the lyrics like her hearing peers. But then she discovered sign language and became fluent. She was raised to use spoken English with no ASL. Interpreting songs in ASL changed her life. It allowed her to truly connect with music for the first time, and she loves feeling the rhythm and emotion of the songs in her hands and body. Now, her goal is to break barriers in the industry, spread awareness, and be the deaf representation she never had for future generations of deaf kids. To show your love for Erin after her performance, you can use the official ASL sign for applause, which is waving both hands, just like this, just above your shoulders, okay? Now, please join me in welcoming Erin Rosenfeld as she performs She Used to Be Mine.
It's not simple to say that most days I don't recognize me, that these shoes and this apron, that place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them. It's not easy to know I'm not anything like I used to be, although it's true I was never attention sweet center. I still remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be asked for. Sometimes life just slips in through a back door and carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true. And now I got you. You're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two for that girl that I knew who was reckless just enough, who gets hurt but who learns how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can't love. And then she'll get stuck and be scared of the life that's inside her, getting stronger each day till it finally reminds her to fight just a little, to bring back the fire in her eyes that's been gone, used to be mine. Oh, used to be mine. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be
Wow, that was absolutely incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, Erin Rosenfeld, congratulations.
Thank you. I had a hard time figuring out how to start this speech. I felt as if there was nothing that I could say that would fully encompass how I feel, or illustrate what sign language means to me, and what music and representation mean, or to represent and do the whole deaf community justice. So then I thought, what would little Erin need? So I'm going to try my best to be the person I needed when I was little. Growing up, I felt disconnected from music. I couldn't hear or understand the lyrics, and the instruments made everything tangle into an incomprehensible blur. I looked on, jealous, as my classmates effortlessly sang along to the newest songs and bonded over their favorite singers. On my last day of elementary school, our teachers led a little graduation party, and for one of the games, we were broken into small groups with a whiteboard and a marker. Our teachers would play a snippet of a song over the speakers, and whoever's turn it was with the whiteboard had to write down the next words. It was easy for them, they knew the words. But each time I was handed the whiteboard, it remained blank. Needless to say, I did not lead our team to victory. Soon after that, I created a song binder. I printed out pages upon pages of song lyrics, stuffing the binder full and frantically trying to flip to find the right page when a new song started playing so that I could follow along. I was so desperate to connect to music, but I couldn't find a way. I began to think that music just wasn't for me. Fast forward to high school. I began learning sign language, and I discovered YouTube videos of amazing deaf performers, of Deaf West Spring Awakening that they took to Broadway, of Marley Matlin and Josh Castile and Sandra Mae Frank and Russell Harvard all signing the words rather than singing them. And suddenly something clicked. That blurry tangle that music was began getting smoothed out. I could understand music for the first time. I took it a step further. I began interpreting songs in ASL, and not only could I understand music, but I could feel it now too. I now have a proud deaf identity and am fluent in ASL, and performing in this language is my absolute favorite thing to do. And now I understand why people love music so much. I didn't always know that I was allowed to have music, but now I do. And I want every younger deaf and hard of hearing child to know that too. It's okay if your music doesn't look or sound the same as everyone else's. It's okay if your music has no sound at all. Going forward, I want to keep performing in ASL. I want to play roles that are written for deaf characters, as well as roles that are typically considered to be hearing. I want to break barriers. I want to make it to Broadway. I want to expand the idea people have of what they think music is, and instead show them what it can be. I want to share the beauty of deafness and sign language with the world. I want to be the representation I never had growing up. I'm so grateful for this chance to be that representation. Endless thanks to Daniels Music Foundation and the Danny Awards for everything that you do, and for allowing me to share the way that I experience music. Thank you for helping me in my journey to heal my childhood self who thought that music was something I wasn't allowed to have. Thank you for choosing me to be one of the 2022 recipients. It's such an honor to be here with this incredible selection of musicians. Huge congratulations to you all. I know all of our younger selves would be proud. Thank you.
Congratulations, Erin, and thank you for that moving performance. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the co-creator and producer of Trans-Siberian Orchestra and Danny Awards judge, Mr. Bob Kinkle.
Thank you, Carla. So when we vote for these honorees here, it's an amazing process. We see videos of everybody, and Devin just caught me right out of the box. First thing you hear is his incredible voice and piano playing, and then he whips out a harmonica. It was all over. He was checked off, within about a minute. But Devin is a 23-year-old singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, arranger, vocal coach, and disability rights activist. He is on the autism spectrum and was born with optic nerve hypoplasia, which caused his blindness. Music has always been a passion. His first experience with the piano was at the age of 3. Stevie Wonder, Elton John, Donny Hathaway, and Ray Charles were some of his influences. He is also a mixer and producer. In addition to his musical endeavors, he is a passionate activist for disability rights. Devin lives and works in Austin, Texas. Please welcome Devin Gutierrez.
New York City! New York City, can I talk to you for a minute? What'd you say? Can I talk about money? Money is root of all evil. Money is the cause of all our pain. Money, something wrong in this whole world. Money, can't you see we're in a twirl? 5-year-old boy walking down the side of the road. Says it's too hard, mama says do whatever you're told. Everybody say, ba 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 ba. Downcast eyes and flaming feet. All I want is a place to eat. Well, his mama's looking for a place to get high. Yeah, they ain't even paid in 2 damn weeks. They don't wanna end up on the streets. But somehow I don't think they'll let it slide. 'Cause money is root of all evil. Money, yeah, is the cause of all our pain. Money, something wrong in this whole world. Money, can't you see we're in a twirl? Millionaire man will pay his share of the load. Makes me so cross I think I'm gonna explode. headed to space in a big machine, leaving the world behind for a dream. Ain't that just the way it goes, or so it seems? Giving your money to the Lord, preacher's gonna buy a brand new Ford. Well, at least you got your power up in the sky. Cause money, say what? It's root of all evil. Well, money, yeah, is the cause of all our pain. Money, something wrong in this old world. Money, such a cruel and heartless world. Woo! Money, 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 money. New York City, won't you tell me about the money, 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 money. It's root of all evil. Well, money, yeah. The dollar is all of our pain. Money, something wrong in this old world. Money, can't you see we're in a twirl? Money, tell 7 billion people. Money, yeah. Well, every damn day is the same. Money, knock me out and rob me blind. Money, enough I'll never find. If you need it, you're in trouble. If you got it, you're in double. Sing, money, money. If you need it, you're in trouble. If you got it, you're in double. Sing. If you need it, you're in trouble. If you got it, you're in double. If you need it, you're in trouble. If you got it, you're in double. Oh. Money, 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 money. Everybody say it. Money, 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 money. Keep going. Money, money, money. One last time. Money, money, money. Thank you. New York City, thank you. Thank you very much.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Devin Gutierrez. Incredible.
You know, I kind of faked the speech a couple times before I had to come up here and say it to you guys, but it really hits different now that I'm standing in front of 700 people. And, 500 more on the live stream. Shout out to my Texas crew. And shout out to New York City. It's such an honor to be here on Broadway today, singing for the Daniels Music Foundation. Such a great thing that these people do, throughout the whole world to enhance the position of musicians that just so happen to be disabled. Speaking more to that inspiration thing. If we inspire you, let us inspire you to go after your dreams. Let us inspire you not to just look at a blind guy or a deaf guy or autistic guy and go, oh, he's cool, I wish I could be him. No, I wish you could be you. Be you. Live your dream. You can do it, New York City. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you, Devin, for that incredible performance and amazing speech. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome artist, songwriter, producer, and Danny Awards judge, Dina Finet.
Hello. I am honored to present this next award. I was immediately captivated and inspired by they and them for their strength and courage, their authenticity and commitment to breaking boundaries and building bridges, specifically in the musical theater and literary world. Sarah Kaufman and Shane Dittmar, they and them, are a disabled, non-binary writing team based in Brooklyn, New York. Sarah Kaufman is an autistic songwriter and performer who also writes fantasy novels. Shane Dittmar is a blind composer, writer, and educator whose award-winning compositions have been performed by school, community, and professional choirs on 3 continents. They met when they were both selected to participate in Roundabout Theater Company's Reverb Festival and their flagship project, The Reality Shaper, a musical podcast, which has gained them thousands of followers across all social media platforms. Please welcome they and them.
You lie like it's as easy as breathing. You steal without a hint of regret. You care for people's kids and refuse their money. Maybe I don't know you yet. You made a massive mess of my crime scene. You stole my cuffs, my badge, and my clue. You saved a child's life when the guardsmen failed her. Maybe we should be more like you. Where do you go to learn how to be fearless? Where do you go to get all of that gold? And when you finally expended it all, where do you go? You made me laugh when we were both buried, sang in the face of literal death. Didn't even let slip a shred of fear, but you were running out of breath. You greeted me like you were the bad guy and ran off into danger alone. You tried to walk 5 miles on a broken ankle. What would you have done on your own? Where do you go when it's too much to shoulder? Where do you go when you're falling apart? And when you tire of your sleight of heart, where do you go? Am I falling for your tricks or an accomplice to your crime? Am I really such a fool? Most likely you'll just waste my time. But when you can't face the fight or sleep at night, I hope you might just see that I'm where you could go when it all falls to pieces. Where you could go when you need someone there. So maybe we could both stop wondering where, or even make a half-decent pair. And if I get the guts to tell you, you'll know where you can go.
So beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shane Dittmar.
Hello. It works. Okay, cool. I don't have to be close to it. Hi, my name is Shane. I am them. My writing partner, amazing person who you just heard sing in that video, Sarah Kaufman, was going to be here and sing that live for you, and then they realized that that involved doing real work and decided to get COVID instead. They did ask me to pass along a few thoughts. That's from Sarah, who has COVID. It's a joke about COVID. So, thanks. Thank you. Is that it? Do I have to say? No. So it's so exciting to get to be here. Like they mentioned when they read our beautiful bio. Sarah and I met because we were both in this space for we were both in this space. We were both in this space for disabled theater makers, and both of us are musical theater kids at heart who write musicals. And I don't know if you've been to a musical lately. There's not a lot of blind or autistic people in musicals. There's not a lot of people cast in musicals. There's not a lot of us writing musicals. And we think that's stupid. And we decided we wanted to be a part of that. And so the song you just heard is Thank You. Thank you. That song is from the podcast project that was in our bio as well. It's called The Reality Shaper. It's going to be like as accessible as we can make of a musical. It'll be a podcast, which means there's nothing I can't see about it, and you can download it, which means Sarah doesn't have to get overstimulated to watch it, which is cool. And it's so nice to be here at the Danny Awards, and it's so amazing what DMF do. It is always a treat to get to be in a place where the vibe is being disabled is cool. Because it's not most of the time it sucks. But here, we're all here because being disabled is effing cool. And I am so grateful to Daniel and to Ken and to Nancy and to Carla and to the entire DMF staff and all the event people working at Danny's Awards for just creating this awesome space to celebrate disabled people and disabled accomplishments and just let us be effing cool. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the money.
So there you have it. Okay, amazing. Congratulations, Shane. Okay, our next presenter is a new Danny Awards judge this year. His iconic career in the music industry spans decades across all aspects of the business. As a songwriter, you may be familiar with one of his songs, My Boyfriend's Back, or I Want Candy. As a producer for the Blondies, for Blondie and the Go-Go's, as a record label executive and founder of Sire Records, and for what he credits his biggest success, the co-founder of The Orchard, a global distribution and artist services company and a member of the Sony Music Entertainment Company. Please join me in welcoming Richard Gotterer.
Hello. First, thank you, Carla. And let me just say, this is really amazing, right? I mean, all the artists that performed before are just fantastic, and I'm sure what's to come is going to be great as well. I have a whole thing here I was going to read, but I'm not going to. I just came back from, it's funny because when you've been doing this as long as I have, you begin to think certain things work, and this is the way you do it, or that's the way you do it. But it doesn't really work that way. There's a soul and a spirit to music that you have to have that goes beyond just trying to be commercially successful. Just a few days ago, I came back from an induction, not my induction, of course, but the induction at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Los Angeles. And this is a Hall of Fame, not that. That was good. This is amazing. All you people should be really, really proud. And everyone that's here today should really feel great about this experience. And I know that I try to teach people to make music, but what I learned today is going to make me even better at what I do. So I want to thank the Danny Awards and Daniel and Ken and Carla for allowing me to be involved in any way in this. And with the company I started, The Orchard, we're going to try to work together and put together a record label together that will distribute the music that's made by the people here and disabled people who I don't consider disabled, I consider enabled. You're not disabled, you're enabled by music. Music makes us all better. And thank you very much. Now, it's my honor and pleasure to introduce someone that is a songwriter, as I started out as a songwriter, and a great songwriter, great guitarist, great voice. He comes from the great city of Vancouver, and his name is Jeff Stanfield. Please welcome to the stage, Jeff.
Thinking back to a time in my life, I was free and easy, yeah, doing it right. Setting my sights on dream I planned. But the life that I want and the good I can do, the rain can wash away, never to come true. If I don't believe in the future that's in my head, look on through the falling rain, my friend, see my destiny again and again, and trust that I'll find my way in the end, the rainbow through the rain, the rainbow through the rain. I try to live my life one day at a time, but today it feels like an endless climb. I get that feeling when I've lost my way. But it seems that my life, it never goes as planned, and the road for me some don't understand. But I won't give up, for I know I can. Look on through the falling rain, my friend, destiny again and again. The journey will lead me in the end to the rainbow through the rain, to the rainbow through the rain. And I hope that we all find our pot of gold stormy road of time. The only road that I see is when we make this world better. Yeah, just a little better. Yeah, just a little better for you and me. destiny again and again, and trust that we'll find our way in the end to the rainbow through the rain, the rainbow through the rain. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. And it's an honor to be here at the 3rd Annual Danny Awards. I come from Vancouver, Canada. I'm a singer-songwriter there, and grew up with 2 great parents, 2 brothers and a sister, and a big black lab named Caesar. I had a good life. But at the age of 1, I contracted a spinal cord injury, a rare disease, and left my legs paralyzed. So it was challenging. But early on the road, I discovered the beauty and power of music, and it really has helped me through life. You know, I've learned that we're all given a few gifts and some challenges, often more challenges than gifts. And it's really how we use them that defines us. And I think when we, give more than what we get, we're on that road. We're on our road to the rainbow. And so here I am on my road, and look who I'm meeting. Yeah. A lovely audience, a New York audience. They're great. And I'd like to thank Danny, the Trudge family, Ken, and Nancy, and I'd like to also thank Richard and the esteemed judges who gave me the nod that got me here, along with these other great musicians that you're hearing tonight. And so I really appreciate being here, and I wish you all the best. Thanks so much.
Our next performance is in an alternative hard rock band. Are we ready? Because I'm not sure you're ready. Okay, just making sure. They are focused on raising disability awareness through the power of music. Their main objective is to inspire as many people across the globe as possible. You can see part of their journey in award-winning documentary film, Mind Over Matter. Founder, Brandon Mendenhall, was born with cerebral palsy and is on guitar. Bassist, Nathan Stockton, was born partially blind and partially deaf. They are joined by lead guitarist Mike Learer, drummer, Justin Lubeck, and vocalist Elise Hayes. Let's get ready to rock the house with their original song, Pulse of the Lost. Ladies and gentlemen, Barrament.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you have it, my friends. That was amazing. Congratulations, guys, on winning your Danny Award. Please welcome Brandon Mendenhall and Elise Hayes.
I'll lose the glasses here. Sorry, I have a look pretty, right? So, thank you to everyone here. I just want to say that music is the universal language that brings people together and enriches people's lives. It speaks when the human condition fails. And for me personally, music has rehabilitated my left hand and given me this gift to inspire other people's abilities around the world.
Winning the Stanley Award is such an honor to have the opportunity to perform in front of you all in New York City, this true mecca of creativity, right? And Daniel's Music Foundation and the Danny Awards are shedding light on so many talented individuals tonight and every year, and it's so amazing to see everyone here. And it just proves the point that there are no barriers in music, none. All you need is passion and determination, and anything is possible. Thank you again.
I want to say thank you to the Daniel's Music Foundation, Carla, Danny, Ken, and everybody that brought us here to the beautiful city of New York. We love you, and Mike has one more thing to say.
Sorry, we just wanted to dedicate this whole night to our friend Mark Goffney. Some of you guys might have known him. He has passed away. But if you guys would have seen his guitar playing, not with these, but with these, he would have made me look like real bad. But we just wanted to put his name out there since he won't be here with us today.
That one was for Mark. Love you, man.
Congratulations to the Mendenhall experiment. Okay, are we having fun? Fun check. Okay, just making sure, because I wasn't sure. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome guitarist, singer, music industry attorney, and Danny Awards judge, Adam Stengel.
Thank you. And thank you, Carla, and especially thank you to Daniel and the Trush family. This is an incredible place to be today, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I've been asked to introduce James Ian, and you guys are going to be, you've been blown away all afternoon. You're going to be blown away. You're going to meet another rock star, a true, amazing and trailblazing rock star. When I first saw these videos and I had to judge, my first reaction was cursing at Carla. I'm like, how am I going to make these decisions? These people are all unbelievable. But James's video and James's talent really shone through and spoke to me directly, and I'm just so honored to be able to introduce him today. He is a singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, and poet. He is also an actor and a model. He was born with a degenerative muscular condition called spinal muscular atrophy type 3. He defies the odds on stage and in the studio. James uses music and other art forms to promote disability culture, and I am just so happy to introduce him to you. You're going to love him, James Ian. He's joining us all the way from California to perform his original song, Spaces.
Check.
I wanna do, I'm gonna make them true. My will is strong, I knew it all along. Don't try to box me in, I'm here to win. The life ahead, I haven't dreamed yet. I'm proud of who I am, no one I'd rather be. And I am worthy of anything and everything. I'm proud of who you are, of who you're gonna be. And you will love the song that you're gonna sing. Spaces, spaces, I leave my mark on these places. Spaces, spaces, you can see it on my face, yeah. I'm not invisible, I'm an original. I'm so much more than what you see and what you're bargaining for. Spaces, spaces, I'll make this world a better place, yeah. Spaces, spaces. Nobody's perfect, but you're worth it. Set the world on fire, it's your heart's desire. Cause you're amazing, trailblazing. The spark is lit, the next big hit. I'm proud of who I am, no one I'd rather be. And I am worthy of anything and everything. I'm proud of who you are and who you're gonna be. And you will love the song that you're gonna sing, yeah. Spaces, spaces, I leave my mark on these places. Spaces, spaces, you can see it on my face, yeah. I'm not invisible, I'm an original. I'm so much more than what you see and what you're bargaining for. Spaces, spaces, I'll make this world a better place, yeah. Spaces, spaces. If there's one thing to see, it's my humanity. I won't miss a beat, cause my passion's deep. The time's in front of me, the possibilities. Spaces, 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 I leave my mark on these places. Spaces, spaces, you can see it on my face, yeah. I'm not invisible, I'm an original. I'm so much more than what you see or what you bargain for. Spaces, spaces, I'll make this world a better place, yeah. Spaces, spaces. Thank you.
Thank you, James, for that moving performance. Ladies and
Thank you.
gentlemen, that rock star, his name is James Ian.
Thank you all very, very much. I did not mean to match my outfit today to the music video, but as someone in the fashion industry, I ain't mad at it. Wanted to say really, really grateful and honored to be awarded a Danny. I want to thank Adam for the lovely introduction and words. Want to thank the Trush family, Daniel, Ken, Nancy, Michael. Want to thank Carla, Holly, Nadine, Jamie, everyone who made this night happen. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Renee. This is just really, really special. I appreciate all of you amplifying disabled voices. In my bio, it said that I defy the odds, and that came from a publication a long time ago, and I wanted to call that out because it is true that I do that, but I shouldn't have to because of my disability. None of us should have to do that. The odds are imposed by non-disabled people, and so we really, really need to get past that. I'm proud to be a part of the disability community. There's so much intelligence, creativity, artistry. We enhance the world with our existence, with our efforts, and disability culture influences the world. So on that note, I'm really, really honored to be amongst all these great performers who have disabilities, and I wanted to say I was in the cab on the way here and wasn't paying attention, I zoned out, and a commercial came on that said, hire people with disabilities, it's just good business. and I thought the timing was appropriate for that. So I want to say there are some folks in the audience who can do that. Sign us to your labels, manage us as artists, sign us as pro songwriters, because we have the talent. So thank you all for all the love. Congratulations to all the award winners. And really quickly, I wanted to say to the folks who made Spaces possible, thank you Genentech for sponsoring that. Thank you Cineos. Thank you Dominic Evans, who has my disability. He made that beautiful video. Zarek Elizondo has my disability. He made the artwork. Thank you to the members of the SMA community who made that song and video possible. I was honored to be a part of it. Thank you Zach Merck, Joe Labisi, everyone involved in that, everyone involved tonight. And I want to give a quick shout out to my good friend Chris Smith. He's a founder of a great disability arts organization called DisArt. Just want to say thank you, Chris, for the wonderful work that you've done. And I love you very much, brother. Love you all. Thank you. Have a great rest of the night. It means a lot. Thank you.
Come on, you're all singing it. Spaces, right? It's in my head. Love it. Congratulations once again, James. Okay, so let's talk about the talent that has graced this stage so far tonight. I just want to say each and every award recipient has obviously caught the attention of all the judges. That's how they're here. They've got you guys here, which is incredible, everybody at home. There are some other people who also wanted to congratulate them on their honorees, and all of our honorees on their accomplishments of winning a Danny Award. So let's take a look. Singer-songwriter, TikTok Songwriter of the Year, Jax.
I know Victoria's Secret, a girl you wouldn't believe. She's an old man who lives in Ohio, making money off of girls like me.
What's up, guys? It's Jax here, and I am a huge supporter of Daniel's music. Music for me has always been therapy. Writing songs is the way I heal and the way I communicate, and I just wanted to congratulate all the winners of the Dannies this year. I love you guys.
Singer-songwriter, multi-platinum recording artist, Kesha.
This is Kesha, and I just want to say congratulations to all the Danny Award winners. Thank you for sharing your talent with the world. Keep shining. Love you.
Multi-platinum band, Grammy Award winner, Imagine Dragons.
Not a yes sir, not a follower. Fit the box, fit the mold, have a seat in the foyer. Take a number. I was lightning before the thunder.
Hey, this is Imagine Dragons. We just want to say a big congratulations to all the winners and participants of the Dannies.
Singer, actor, television personality, Billboard Music, AMA and MTV Video Award winner, Joey Fatone.
Hey, what's up? Joey Fatone here, and I want to congratulate everyone at the Dannies that have won. Congratulations to all the participants. Seriously, you guys are all winners. Keep up the good work. Keep singing. Keep doing everything you guys are doing, and congratulations.
Singer-songwriter, Grammy Award winner, Kobe Calais.
Starts in my toes and I crinkle my nose. Wherever it goes, I always know that you make me smile. Please stay for a while now. Just take your time wherever you go.
Hi everyone, I'm Colby Calais, and I want to say congratulations to all the winners of the Dannies. I love music, and it's so important to me. It's been important for, it's a therapeutic tool to be able to write songs and play music, and as the writer, as the performer, and as the listener. So just congratulations to all of you, and have a wonderful night.
Pretty cool, huh? Thank you to all the celebrity artists for taking their time to congratulate our Danny Awards. It really means a lot to us. All right, let's keep it going here. We still got some incredible music. Please welcome our next presenter, founder of Golden Gate Talent Agency and Danny Awards judge, Jason Kupperman.
Gotta follow Joey Fatone.
This theater keeps getting more full each and every year, and it's nothing better to an agent than a sold-out show. What's so exciting about this being the third Danny's is that the level of talent just continues to get better. And while we celebrate this wonderful community today, it seems pretty clear that through DMF and its rapid growth, we're going to share all of these talents with the whole world. This next person is no different, and it is no surprise how accomplished he is. You're about to see his special talent for yourself and why he was easily chosen as one of this year's Danny's Award honorees. I'm a sucker for an amazing drummer. Carlos is a drummer from Venezuela living in Nashville, Tennessee. He began his musical career at age 13 and hasn't stopped playing since. He came to the U.S. as an immigrant, chasing his music dream and running away from the political issues of his home country. He has toured the world, and today he performs almost every day in Nashville bars and works on social media to promote his music. Ladies and gentlemen, Carlos Guevara.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, Carlos Guevara.
Technical issues. Well, thank you. I'm very, very grateful for to be here. I would like to say thank you to the Trust family, Daniel, Mr. Ken, Mr. Nancy, Mike, everybody at the Daniels Foundation, Carla, Nadine, Holly, everybody, Jerry. It's great to be here. The only thing that I can tell you guys is that you keep pushing for your dreams. No matter the odds that you have in the path, and just keep pushing. Work hard, and well, the hard work pays off. Yeah, so thank you. God bless you all, and thank you.
Congratulations, Carlos. That was amazing. Okay, our next performer is truly special. She loves music and singing and thoroughly enjoys performing and putting spectators in a good mood. So are we ready? Yeah, get ready. Get ready. An 11-year-old student at the New York Institute for Special Education under Dr. Noam Schulman, and a 2-time Danny Award winner. Please welcome Iolanta Mama Kazina to perform Time to Say Goodbye.
Quando sono sola sogno l'orizzonte, mancano le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei tu con me, sulle finestre mostrai tutto il mio cuore che hai acceso. Chiudi dentro me la luce che ho incontrato per strada. Time to say goodbye. Poesie che non ho mai velato e solo con te. Adesso sì li vivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mari che io lo so non esistono più. It's time to say goodbye. Time to say goodbye. Poesie che non ho mai velato e solo con te. Adesso sì li vivrò con te. Partirò su navi per mari che io lo so non esistono più. Io con
Thank you. It is such an honor to be here at Danny Awards today, and I'd like to thank Danny for giving me this opportunity to perform and show people my world, a world of music, love, dreaming, and just, it's amazing to be singing here on the stage. I'd also like to thank Danny and the Music Foundation for giving me this opportunity to pay for my music school, how my parents, the prize money was very handy, and wishfully and hopefully, wishfully too, I hope to see you guys next year.
Congratulations, and thank you again, Iolanta. That was amazing. Wasn't she amazing, everyone? There are so many people to thank today for this incredible day. First off, a big thank you to our lead sponsor, Renee Plessner. As well as to our supporting sponsors, the FAR Fund, the Orchard, and Ponce Bank. and to the award recipient sponsors for offsetting some of our costs and for making this a memorable weekend for our honorees. Your support. Thank you. Your support and generosity in making today's event a reality is truly appreciated. And to the judges for their time and commitment in the selection process, it certainly wasn't easy selecting the final award recipients from the 110 submissions we received from all over the world. And to our management team, Carla Sullivan, for her dynamic energy, does this woman ever sleep? And for her exceptional work in coordinating and facilitating all the logistics in making today happen, including taking calls from our honorees all hours of the night. Nadine McNeil for her Nadine McNeil for her hard work, her compassion, and her tireless energy, even while training for the New York City Marathon. And for reminding us all to treat everyone equitably. Her work behind the scenes and in front of the house was incredible, as we had to coordinate getting almost 700 people into the venue today. And to Jerry Powers for his amazing musicality, and technical ability, and for being an incredible music partner to Daniel, and for making absolutely certain that the sound and video was just right today, and for putting all the honorees first so that everyone could shine. And to our entire staff for working so diligently in making sure that today's event ran seamlessly. We are so grateful to all of you for your dedication, hard work, and support. We could not have done it without you. And let's not forget our volunteers today from Bank of America and our DMF Junior Council members, as well as all the people behind the curtain and upstairs who worked tirelessly to make sure everything was running smoothly. And of course, to the exceptionally talented award recipients who were absolutely amazing and expressed themselves so beautifully today. And to all the people for submitting a video, for sharing their wonderful musical talents with us, please continue to keep music in your lives. And finally, to our board of directors and council members, all of our supporters, and to all of you here today for this magical event, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for allowing us to do what we love, which is to showcase the music of some of the most talented musicians in the world. Thank you.
I'm really excited to introduce this next performer. Georgi is a multi-instrumentalist and songwriter who is originally from Bulgaria. He originally began performing music at the age of 6 and has not stopped since. He reports that being an immigrant with disabilities, music has been a vehicle for his passion for people, love, laughter, and success. Performing his song Thunderfoot, please welcome Georgi, who is joined by Lori Katner on vocals and keyboards, Anthony Kalsh on drums, and Chris Arndt on bass.
What's up, New York?
Georgi, thank you so much for sharing your incredible talents with all of us today and for being a 2022 Danny's Award recipient.
Oh, that's neat. I've never seen this before. Thank you all so much for coming out and experiencing this incredible experience with me. And thank you to Daniel's Music Foundation, to Daniel, and everybody involved in this organization. What an awesome job you guys did this evening on putting this together. Boy, never thought in a million years I'd be here in New York City playing on Broadway. And that's an amazing experience. You know, growing up as a kid, I had a lot of support from a lot of loved ones and things of that nature, but I also did have a lot of naysayers, if you will. And, you know, this music award for me is just a reaffirmation that my disability is not a burden, but in fact an asset. And I think I can speak on behalf of all of our contestants and professional musicians on stage today that, you know, that's something that we just really seek to look to be recognized as musicians, as opposed to disabled musicians. I wanted to quick shout out to my parents who are in the crowd. Thank you for flying all the way from Chicago. I want to thank my band, Lori Anthony, and Mark unfortunately could not be here. So I also want to thank my good friend Chris for coming out and joining us on this wild adventure. I want to thank Tom McCowan, who put together the music video that won this award. So thank you so much for his continued support. Love you all. Thank you so much, New York.
And congratulations, and thank you again, Georgi. It's hard to believe that the third annual Danny Awards is coming to an end. The performances have been amazing, and we are so thankful to everyone for joining us today. It truly takes a monumental effort to put on an event like this, and to think we had not only one, but 2 Danny Awards this year is incredible. On behalf of my family, we'd like to acknowledge and thank everyone again for their part in making today a successful event. We look forward to continued growth, progress, and understanding, and we, as an organization, are committed to continuing to make a difference in the lives of individuals with disabilities through the Danny Awards and all our expanding programs at Daniel's Music. And now, to close out the third annual Danny Awards, I'd like to turn it back over to my son, Daniel, and Jerry, to sing their latest original song, Here I Am. It's a song from the heart, as all their songs are, to let everyone know that you are not alone in this world.
I have to tune my guitar. Thank you for your patience, everybody.
We're walking along this winding path up the mountain we carefully climb, balancing the daily burdens on our back, taking one step at a time, trying our best to do what's right, helps us stay on the path, through the dark valley toward the light, accomplishing the plan. But if the load is getting heavy and you wanna go on but you can't, I Here I am. I am here. Thank you all so much.
Amazing. Well, here we are at the end of the show. I cannot believe it's over. I'm a little sad. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I told you that your hearts and soul were going to sing. If you believe in what we do and really feel moved by what you felt on the stage today, we're hopeful you'll consider supporting us in some way. Your generosity will allow us to put on events like this that will help shape a mindset of mutual understanding and respect for all. Donations of all sizes are welcomed and appreciated. You can scan the QR code on the back of your program. You could visit the website at danielsmusic.org, stop by the table in the back. Whatever you want to do, we appreciate it. Just know that together we will be changing more lives through music. Before we go, let's hear it one more time for our 2022 Danny Awards honorees. Jeff Stanfield, Georgi, Erin Rosenfeld, the Mendenhall Experiment, special audiences and musicians, Iolanta Mamakatsina, Devin Gutierrez, Carlos Guevara, Cornell Hriskaman, they and them, and James Ian. Thank you for an incredible show. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Danny Awards honorees. Thank you for joining us, everyone. We will see you next year at the 4th Annual Danny's. Good night.